famous quotes, some things people have said that will actually reinforce these particular things in your own business, okay? So these are 8 things that you want to do to provide excellent customer service, okay? Number 1, know your service or product. Okay, how many know that you can never learn enough? Okay, we need to keep educating ourselves. We're learning is living, right? We need to keep educating ourselves on new ways to do things. You know, all the ins and out ways that our product or service can fit each individual, target each person individually. So know your service or product. And teach your employees or those who work with you that same thing, because how many know you can't be a one-man show, okay? You will overload, right, and go home stressed out. So teach your employees. That's one of the things that I've seen more than anything else is there's only one person who knows about the business. And so all the customers that call in and things like that, they have to wait to talk to that one person because everybody's not trained to know everything. So it's very important that you also train your people and train those who work with you to actually answer the questions because it lightens your load as well. You should be raising up more leaders, right, instead of having to lead by yourself. So work as a team together. So business growth follows knowledgeable employees. Okay? People will know if your employees know about the business. If they have to wait continually to talk just to you, they're going to feel like they're not getting the attention that they need, that they're always going to be put down the line, right? They may be the 5th in line to talk to you. They need to know that the company overall actually knows what they're doing. Okay? So it's very important. Here's a quote for you by Benjamin Franklin. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Okay? So educate yourself. Knowledge, you know, read more. My kids actually, some of my older ones, I've got one who's 25 and he's trying to expand his business right now. He's an entrepreneur. So he's reading tons and tons of books on that topic so that he can educate himself in that. It kind of links to what he's doing, but he wants to know as much as he can so that he'll be very proficient in that. And so it's important to invest in that knowledge. It pays the best interest. Number 2, be friendly. Service starts with a smile. We've all heard that, right? You want to be friendly to people. They will have that first impression as soon as they see you. They're going to decide right then and there if they want to really do business with you based on the way you treat them. Okay? So a smile goes a long way. Even when you're on the phone or your employees are on the phone, when you answer with a smile. That's one thing that I've always been told. Answer with a smile because it changes your tone. It changes the way you respond to people when you answer that phone. And here's a quote by Aristotle. Our judgments when we are pleased and friendly are not the same as when we are pained and hostile. Okay? And so we make poor judgment when we're hostile or we're not friendly, okay? So we want to be friendly because our judgment is even sound when we're friendlier. Does that make sense? So we'll make better decisions for the people that we're working with. Number 3, thank them, okay? And this isn't just at the end, you know, thank them for their business, but thank them for coming in. Even if they haven't purchased anything or they've just met with you, thank them for their time. You want them to feel appreciated because if they feel appreciated, they're going to return, right? So we want to thank them. Thankfulness is very important for your business. Reaching out to your company shows a company with high morals, okay, when you are thanking them. Because companies that thank their employees have high standards. They have high morals, okay? Here's a quote for you by Aesop. It says, gratitude is the sign of noble souls. And noble souls are having high moral principles, okay? So gratitude. Gratitude's important. Number 4, training your staff. And I touched on that a little bit already. Not only being knowledgeable, but passing on that knowledge, okay? If you're the only one who has the answers, again, your customers will feel like they're going to be put in line. So here's another quote by Benjamin Franklin. I love so many of his quotes. They're really good. It says, tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. Yes. I love that, okay? Because you need to be involved. You need to involve your employees. Don't just tell them, show them, and then let them try, okay? Because the more they do it, the better they're going to get at it, right? So you want to involve them in what you're doing, okay? The next one, number 5, be respectful and understanding. No matter what it is their needs are, and we all know have different personalities, right? Everybody you meet has a different personality. They have different ways that you need to approach them, but be respectful and understanding to the type of customer that they actually are. And these, you know, as Laurie said here, this, you know, works in your business and your personal life too. So kind of think about these things in your personal life as well. Respectful and understanding. That goes a long way, right? In the home life. So it's important. Customers generally are more interested in someone understanding their situation, even if you don't have the ability to fix it. Have you ever noticed that?
Yes.
If you're understanding with them and they have a complaint or something, and you're just really kind and understanding and respectful, even if you can't solve their problem, they go away feeling better about it. They go away with a smile on their face, even though their problem may not be solved. Okay? So how you respond to them is going to make a huge difference. Ralph Waldo Emerson says men are respectable only as they respect. Okay? So that's a very good one there. Respectable only as they respect. Number 6, be responsive and prompt, okay, in replying to your customers. And this can mean through emails, phone conversations, voicemails, whatever. Be prompt and understanding to them and responsive, okay? Because it says here in this particular quote, I love this, David Karp says, I found that if you're not responsive to email, it trains people to leave you alone. So they will leave you alone and they'll drop off, right? If you don't respond to them. So be quick to respond to those emails that come in. You may think, well, I'll get to those later, okay? But if they took the time to send the email, they're expecting you to take the time to answer the email, okay? Because it's on their mind. It's important to them. So how important you make them feel by your responsiveness is going to make a difference in your business, as well as your voicemails, okay? So very, very important. Okay. There's another quote under this one as well. Punctuality is the soul of business by Thomas Chandler Halliburton. Punctuality is the soul of your business. Again, promptness. Okay, being very prompt. Number 7, and sometimes we don't like this part, but we should. This is actually growth for our business when we do this, is welcome feedback. Okay? We need to welcome constructive criticism. We need to welcome all kinds of feedback because that's what's going to grow our business. That's what's going to help us to find the things that we need to fix to meet the customer's needs because those are the people we need to meet their needs, right? Okay, so welcome their feedback. Surveys, questionnaires, feedback forms. Now we all know that we usually don't like to do surveys. How many don't? And so those, you get them with everything. You get them as you receive at McDonald's. You get them, everywhere you go, you have a survey. Okay. The surveys are important, okay? But how you get those surveys out there to your customer, you need to be creative, okay? Because a lot of times they have that mentality, oh, another survey, okay? Engage them. Think of different ways, creative ways to do surveys. And I'll probably talk on that at one of my later things I'll be speaking on. So here, Bill Gates says, we all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. And number 8, not just the feedback, do we want to get it, but we want to use it, okay? Use feedback to improve your service or product when possible. It's great to get the feedback, but if you do nothing with it, is it really going to help your clients? Is it going to help your customers? You can thank them all day long, thank you for your feedback, but if you change nothing, they're not coming back, okay? So we need to think about that, okay? Use their feedback to improve your services. Osama Sarwar, and I'm not sure I'm saying that correctly, but he says success lies in absorbing negative feedback and making the best use of it. Okay? In one of my books, I've got a kind of like an instructional guide book, and in the back of it, I have a feedback questionnaire, and I get a lot of those back, and they tell me what they'd like to see in that book. They tell me, the layout of the book, what might make it a little better, and things like that. So those are things that I consider when I'm trying to, do a revised edition of that particular book, because those are the people who bought the first book that want to come back and buy the second book, but they want to see that their feedback has been heard and been dealt with. Okay? So these are just 8 tips for you on improving your customer service and helping the people return visit to your business. So thank you.